Imagine a room of 10 people. Each one of these individuals hold a different amount of, let's say, bananas. Individual A holds 1 banana, B holds 2 bananas, C holds 3 bananas, and so on. Now assume that person A is not satisfied with owning just 1 banana. He wants to buy 2 extra more. He goes to person E, who owns 5 bananas, and asks him about the price for what he is going to sell each banana. Person E says that he is going to sell each banana for $1. Person A is not satisfied by this, therefore he goes to person G and asks him for what price he is going to sell a banana. Person G is having more bananas than person E, hence he is going to sell for a lower price because he wants liquidity, or he just wants to make profit from selling bananas. In order to seduce person A to buy his bananas, he offers the single banana for 75 cents. Person A is still not satisfied by the price. Thus he moves to person J, asks him if he wants to sell any bananas. At this moment, person J has 2 options. The first option is to sell at lower price than person G, or refuse to sell in hope that person G and person E would do the same, leading to an increase in bananas price in the future, resulting in more profits. Now let's examine the 2 options individually. The first scenario is the sell scenario. If person J decided that it is summer and bananas could rot very quickly in the soon future, then it is better for him to sell at lower price than 75 cents. So he decided to sell each banana at 50 cents. Person A finds that the price is really cool, so he decides to buy 4 bananas instead of just 2. Person E and person G, seeing that person J is capturing their selling opportunities, decided to sell also at 50 cents, causing every single one in the room to offer his bananas at 50 cents or lower, leading the average price of bananas in the room to decline. When bananas prices become very low, person B, C, and D finds that it is a good opportunity to buy bananas today, put them in the refrigerator, and sell them later when nobody has any bananas left to sell, in hope that prices would be higher at that point of time. So each one of them decides to buy 10 bananas. However, there are only 55 bananas in the entire room. They race to buy bananas in bulk from person E, F, G, H, I, and J. Person I starts selling the first piece like everyone else at a price of 50 cents, the second too, the third, and suddenly person I notices that his bananas are getting low in quantity, and everyone still wants to buy his bananas. Therefore, if he keeps selling for 50 cents, he would end up with no bananas at all. So he decides to start selling his bananas at $1.2, regardless of the market's price. But the rest of the sellers still believe that bananas will rot in the near future due to summer heat. At some point of time, person B, C, and D finds no more bananas to be bought at 50 cents. And another newcomers from the street whom heard that bananas prices are low in this room find out that bananas are no longer sold at 50 cents at this point. Person B, C, and D, whom hold the largest shares of the market, have started selling at the same price rate just like person I. The average prices of bananas in the room are now $1.2. The newcomers buy at $1.2, believing that the prices are going to increase more and that they can make profit out of it. Bananas prices in the room might increase more, or might decrease, who knows or decides that? Nobody. Warren Buffett once said, "A prediction about the direction of the stock market tells you nothing about where the stocks are headed, but a whole lot about the person doing the prediction." Therefore, each individual in this scenario has to play one role in either losing or winning. And remember, in the stock market, for every winner, there must be a losing counterpart. It just can't be possible for everyone to make profits. Now let's break down the types of investors in this scenario. The first type is the active investors. This type of investor will keep monitoring the market, research and make conclusions, see an opportunity and then capture it quickly. Just like person B, C and D. They figured out the prices of bananas are relatively low and there is a delightful opportunity waiting to be gambled on. The next type is the passive investor. The passive investor, from his name, is the investor who's most likely to wait for a clearer insight on the stock market. He would not rush decisions and would more likely make a purchase or sell decisions when everything is clear. He wouldn't take the initiative himself too. This is represented in our example by person I. When the prices started to decline steeply, he started selling, but not immediately. At the same time, he saved some of his bananas or stocks just in case there might be a price increase in the future. Additionally, this kind of investors may hold their shares for too long, or even wait for share dividends to be distributed. Imagine it as if person I stocked their bananas in order to plant them. It needs patience, but it would yield him a lot of other bananas in the future. And I know, you can't grow a banana tree from a commercially cultivated banana fruit. The third type is the speculator. The speculator usually looks to make quick, easy and short gains from the stock market. It is represented by the newcomers. These people hear the news from outside that prices are increasing. Therefore, they enter the market just to buy bananas at $1.2 and sell it at $1.25. Less risk, short-term, small gains. Now let's head back to scenario number 2. If person J refused to sell his bananas at all, then person A would seek other sellers. Either one of them is gonna sell, and then we are back to scenario number 1, or they gonna refuse to. At this moment, person A would be more willing to pay more than just $1. He is going to pay $1.2. If anyone sells, then we go back to scenario number 1. If none of them sells, then person A is convincing others to sell at $1.5. If anyone sells, then we go back to scenario number 1. If none agrees, then the prices are going to be pushed up even more. Repeat the process several times and there you go. Now you understand the very basic mechanic of the stock market prices. Imagine this very same story, but instead of 10 persons in the room, there are 183 million persons in the room. At this point, the example I have given is pretty useless. Well, we can't say exactly it is useless. It is exactly just like when you hold a grain of sand and magnify it several times. It is no longer look the same, but it is still the same grain of sand. There are tons of stock brokering companies that promise you of a large certainty regarding the profits. But you must always know, there is no secret ultra magic recipe that would make you rich from stock trading. As much as you might gain, you might also lose. Which throws us to another part of stock trading, which is trading risk management, that I really can't cover in this short video. In the end, I hope you have enjoyed this short video. And if you would like me to talk about the same topic in another video, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.